Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Ultraman figure from Spectrum ACG. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure is beautiful, and starting right off the bat, we just got some really nice colors going on. The silver is just very nice and bright, very metallic in the best way. The red is super bright, I guess depending on how you like your Ultraman presented, but I like the bright reds with the super bright silvers, so I think this totally works for me. The face sculpt is very clean, super crisp, as you can see there. The eyes have a nice kind of semi-transparency to them, they are translucent, and you'll see why in a little bit. But yeah, really well done. We even got the black dots at the bottom of the eyes. We have our color timer there, which is really dark. Again, we'll get to that in a bit. But other than that, I can definitely see people having issues. Camera's a little low here. With the articulation cuts, and that's probably the most noticeable thing. I think it's the thing most people are gonna have gripes with. They're not the prettiest, but if you're used to SH figure arts, that's essentially what you're getting here. I mean, yeah, you got those thigh cuts, the bicep swivel here, which wasn't present on Zoffy, is definitely noticeable, but I think it works. And yeah, so beyond those articulation cuts, if you don't have an issue with those, as I don't, I mean, this is a gorgeous figure, I think. Just proportions are great. We can see we do get the fin down the back here. And yeah, just really nice, really crisp Ultraman. We get a really nice load out of accessories here, so let's jump right in. And for hands, right out of the box, we do get a pair of fists. Then we get a pair of kind of relaxed / grappling hands. Then we get a pair of true relaxed hands. Then a pair of chopping / flying hands. Actually, I guess those would probably be the flying hands, and then these would be the chopping hands / flat palms. So you get all of that. Then you get a hand with an effect piece, so we get the Spacium Beam. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but there you go. So we got the hand attached to it, and then it's this really nice kind of translucent piece. So there you go. So really nice, good potential for lighting. And it just attaches like any of the other hands. And then finally, we get the symbol, which we'll show off in the next part, but that is to activate the light feature, which is the thing I alluded to earlier. So that will do it for accessories. Whoops, almost forgot. We do have one more accessory, and that is just the stand. So as you can see, it's the same thing we got with Zoffy. So we have just kind of a octangular stand with these pull ports on the side to get the Ultraman logo. We get the arm, and then we get some connector pieces, so you can kind of reassemble the arm. So yeah, that'll do it for accessories. Articulation, balance, and action features are all things of beauty here. As you can see, freestanding kick. This did take a little bit to get into, but I mean, the balancing is so nice, the joints are so nice that it was actually fun to do this. So we got there, breaking down the finer points of the articulation. Nope, there's the leg. So the head, we're in a barbell joint from the neck into the head. Neck is a separate piece, so we can look all the way down. We can look all the way up. There we go. Just gotta move that back fin piece so we can look all the way up for our flight poses. We even get side to side, so that's very nice. So yeah, we got the whole hula hooping action. We do have butterfly joints, so we can move front and back about that much. We can do up and down, so it's kind of a free floating piece. We come up. We are hitting our T. It's a little harder than it was with Zoffy. You just gotta kind of work with the kind of sculpting a little bit. We do get bicep swivel, which we didn't get with Zoffy. Double jointed elbows completely in half. Then we have swivel, hinge, swivel here at the arms, the wrists. So you can get pretty much anything you want there. Come to the diaphragm, we are ball joint here, ball joint at the waist. So combined, getting really nice crunch, really nice arch back, and insane side to side. Really good there. And both of those can rotate as well. So there's there. We come down to the hips and do have a little bit of a drop down. Come all the way out. Full splits, absolutely beautiful. Then we have thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Then our feet, not the greatest point, but it is there. We do get much better forward. We do have a toe joint as well, And we get some really nice rocker, even with the sculpt, as you can see, kind of sculpted to look like the suit and have those folds. So that's very, very nice. And then we get into the action feature, and that comes back to this little thing. This is a magnet. All we gotta do, touch to the chest. We get the blue light, touch it again. We get our color timer going red, and one more time it shuts it off. And the eyes, I think they're on. Yeah, so the eye is not as bright as it was on Zoffy, but still very, very nice. I think that's off, so my lights are kind of throwing it off, but yeah, just overall fantastic figure with buttery smooth articulation. Okay, getting into size comparisons, here he is with the 3-0 Fig Zero Shin Ultraman, the SH Figuarts Shinshoku Seiho Ultraman, the Spectrum ACG Zoffy, and the Mafex Shin Ultraman, with some Hasbro and some Mattel, with some other imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as a Valaverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Ultraman figure from Spectrum ACG is that this is a true thing of beauty. The Zoffy figure from last year from Spectrum was a figure that, you know, I would completely came out of the blue. I, for whatever reason, thought I was pre-ordering a Figuarts, or I think I had seen it and thought I had ordered a Figuarts. So when it arrived, I was like, what is this? Why is it bigger? And then I looked into it and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let's check this out. The second I got it out of the box, straight into my top 13 and stayed there the whole year. And you know, this will very likely be the same. Ultraman proper is one of those characters I've been looking for, just the perfect version of. It's like, you know how as a collector you have that character that you just like want that version of? I think that this is Ultraman for me. And yeah, I love it. They nailed pretty much everything. And I know a lot of people are going to have issues with the articulation cuts. So if that's the issue for you, then this is an easy pass. However, if that's not, then absolutely hunt this down. Unfortunately, it is not up anywhere that I could find. Hopefully, because it's so popular, that they'll reissue this at some point. I don't know much about the company, but I'm totally sold on it. From what I can find from a little bit of research, like all they're doing right now is Ultraman figures, and they have 2 more coming out, Ultraman Ace and Father of Ultra, and I pre-ordered both of those instantly. Those are both on Big Bad Toy Store. This one was on Big Bad Toy Store and a couple other stores. I just couldn't find this available anywhere else, so I'm hoping for a reissue. My fingers are crossed for anyone else who wants one. I kind of want a second just so I can keep it in the box. Yeah, fantastic figure. So if you're an Ultraman fan, definitely hunt this down. Or if you like kept yours in the box and were just curious about what it was, I hope I kind of, you know, enlightened you. Yeah, just absolutely phenomenal figure. So yeah, overall, I just hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if that's the case, please come on back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back and let's have some more fun. Let's escape the world for a while, just talk about toys and just let it all melt away. But ultimately, I just hope you are well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.